So I am an IC, I am in a PvP environment, and I'm going to show you guys something real quick to kind of break it down. When you're in PvP, everything gets cut in half by 50%. Everything. Damage, healing, damage taken, etc. Alright, so I'm basically going to show you why the werewolf is underperforming in PvP scenarios. Alright, so if you actually go to the werewolf skills right now, you'll see that our heal costs 5,105, and this is only on an Imperial stam sword, so the reduction costs are a lot lower. On a non-Imperial stam sword, it's way higher. It's like 5,700. So anyway, with this build, I heal for 17,444, which isn't bad, but when you cut that in half by 50%, I think it's only like 8,000 to 9,000, which is pretty ridiculous. And yeah, I'll put it table. That's a really high burst heal. It's actually really not. It's not, especially the effectiveness of that heal compared to the cost of the heal, and depending on your magical pool, this heal is absolutely nothing. It's garbage compared to everything else about it. And this is the strongest morph. This is Fortitude. This is the one that gives you a lot more healing, and at least 3,000 more healing compared to the other one, or 4,000, something like that, depending. And with this build, I have nothing into quick recovery or blessed, which you can see. And like I said, I'm an Imperial, so you get the most health, which we are both healing is scaled off your max HP, and then you get max stamina. And also, reduction of cost ability is about 3%. Besides the fact that you're stam sword and you get unholy knowledge, so they reduce the cost of your ability by 6%. So I only have about 9% healing reduction with abilities. And I think also with Undaunted as well, because I got a light armor piece on, or at least I actually have 2 to bring it down a little lower than what it is. So I'm wearing Salvation and Cloak Alchemist. Cloak Alchemist gives you 2 health pieces, right? And that's all Impen, and I'm running Salvation infused everything with Mighty Chudan. And then running Asylum, and then I run 2-hander for the highest damage tooltip. And this is just a build I just put on. It's not something I normally run, but it's just to show you the math to everything about it. Alright, well, when you're going to werewolf form, your heals will be cut in half. That's 17,000, you're not healing for that. So you'd be cut in half, you'd probably be healing about 8,000. Or close to that, 7,000 to 8,000, 9,000 on basic heals. Or at least somewhere up in there. And then for your crits, it's going to be a little bit higher than that. And also the fact that your damage also gets cut in half as well. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and transform so I can show you guys just the basic heal. Number 17,444. 13,000 on a crit. 8,000. 8,000. 8,000. So yeah, if you get smacked with the file, major and minor, that heal is going to be way lower. And just the cost of the heals in general, like, let me see how many heals I can get off, like probably like 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3, and then you get a little more. But I did pop a mag potion for mag recovery, so other than if you didn't run anything like that, your heals don't cost way more than what it is. No, guys, that was just a basic heal, and why it's not as good as you think. And remember, I'm on the higher HP side. Anybody running health lower than 30k is gonna have a really hard time healing, like, powerfully, or at least very powerful heals. Now, people are going to argue and say, well, the werewolf doesn't have The werewolf has a really strong burst heal, but it's, like I said, it's not compared to like vigor and stuff, especially when you pop the vigor with the proper potions and weapon damage and everything going, all your buffs. And this is I know my vigor ain't too high, but like if I wanted to make it higher, that vigor right there, just spamming roll dodge vigor and healing over time with like major mending. If you're like a stand BK, pop that thing on the for one of your abilities. It gives you major mending. Dude, you can heal for days, and especially 15,000 health over 4 seconds. I know this one's also cut in half, but over 4 seconds, it's still gonna be way more than what the werewolf heal is, burst-wise, and it's gonna cost way less. So that's the advantage. What other stamina tunes and stuff. Now for the magic cut, and just look at the basic cost difference. Like for the abilities, it's not even close in the ultimate cost. You can have 10 skills, and 2 ultimates, right? Werewolf only has 5 skills within its ultimate form, and it costs so much. But it's the fact that right now is that it's performing way too low to be even considered in that good. And the basic werewolf ultimate is 300. If you're not an Imperial or a Stamp Store, and I'm also, remember, keep in mind, I'm also running Salvation that reduces my ultimate cost in order form. These abilities tooltips need to be way higher, or at least give you things, and that's what they're doing with Greymoor. And Werewolf is getting their buffs, which is a very good thing, and because we definitely needed it. We've been nerfed for a very long time, 8 months. And there ain't really many builds out there that can at least deliver the damage to kill anybody, really. And that's really what the Werewolf was. Werewolf was a serious damage dealer in PvP. Yeah, we have the tankier Trolley Wolves, but some of us don't want to run that. Some of us want to run straight up, legit, good, competitive PvP builds. And that's what I'm in. I don't want to run something that's just trolly and I can't kill anybody. Anybody can do that. Just build into your healing and everything, but you're gonna have no damage. Just the cost of the ability difference makes a huge toll on the werewolf. 5 skills that are not even that powerful anymore, versus 10 skills and 2 ultimates that can be very powerful depending on class. So you tell me which one takes more skill. Yeah, the world might have more simplistic skilling, or like skills, but you only have 1, 2, 3 attacks in werewolf form, while you can have 10 attacks, right? 10 attacks, all you gotta do is switch bars and 2 ultimates, and they can all be attack abilities, and depending on your class, you can run anything you want. So if they need to buff the 3 werewolf abilities, or at least the 4 werewolf abilities, and make them be able to compete on the higher end level, or high end game, or in game level, I'm going to say, with the other players, and then werewolf will be fine. All you gotta do is just buff these abilities. Buff them. Make them a lot stronger than what they are. Hell, you don't even need to change pack leader. You just need to make these regular abilities better. Alright, anyway guys, that's basically the end of the video, to kind of show you, like, compared to everything else, the werewolf isn't as good compared to other things that you can build. Anyway guys, peace.